Hello beautiful, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Mawaheb. We are going to be testing the PM7 wax that I picked up from London Luxury Supplies, and it is a pillow wax, it's not a container wax, and I have it right here. And I just want to show you how the wax looks like and feels like up close. I've been wanting to film this video for so long, you guys, and it was requested by one of you guys, so I'm sorry that's taken me this long to film it, but I'm genuinely really excited to make pillow candles because they're just so fun to make. A little bit challenging, but also fun to make. And this is how the wax looks like up close. Very firm to the touch. It's not a soft wax like So Luna. Carasoy is a little bit softer than this actually. This is a very firm to the touch wax, but again, looking forward to making lovely pillow candles with you guys today. These are all eco wicks. So what we'll do, you guys, is you'll grab your blue tack, and the reason why we need blue tack is because there's a little opening at the bottom, and if you pour your wax straight into there without closing the bottom, then all your wax will seep through, which has happened to me before. So to avoid this happening again, and it can be very messy when that happens, you guys, but luckily with pillow wax it actually cools down a lot faster than container wax. So yeah, so you just take a generous amount of blue tack and you place your wick through the bottom just like so, and you literally just cover the bottom of the candle and make sure it's flat so it doesn't lean to the side. As you guys can see here, it's leaning a little bit, so let's just flatten it out a little bit more. If so, I can also take away a little bit of blue tack from it. There we go, that stands up much better, and you just repeat the same process for the rest. Also guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to note down the size of the wicks right next to the pillar mold, just so I can remember which wicks I'm using, and then I can note it down properly on a piece of paper later. And as for the swirl candle, I already pierced the hole right into the middle of the mold. I'll grab a wick, this is an Eco 10, and I'll literally repeat the same process. Pierce it through, and then you'll be able to see it on the other end, and just pull it through. Grab your blue tack. For this mold, before you pour any liquid into this mold, make sure that you've got 2 weights or anything that can hold the mold, because the wax is so heavy that the mold tilts, and then I get a tilted candle, which again has happened to me a few times before. And last but not least, let me move you back, will be this mold here, which I actually have no idea the shape. What you'll need, you guys, is pierce a hole through the middle, which sits around here. Just pierce it, and then it goes through, as you guys can see, and then take it back out. I think I might go for an Eco 2. Hello lovelies, I am back to see your beautiful faces. Now what we'll need to do is measure our wax. I'm actually going to measure 500 grams of wax, and I'll see how much each mold will take. If there's any leftover wax, then I can always pour another mold tomorrow. Guys, I've tried to fix my fringe, but it's just not working with me today, so I am sorry if it's looking a little rough. And I'm filming very late in the evening, later than usual. As you guys know, I am fasting during the day, so I tend to take it very easy throughout the day, so it's a lot easier for me to film during the evening after I've broken my fast. And as you know, I work full-time as well, so I need to make sure I avoid any headaches, because I can't drink any water or eat any food. So anyway, sorry, that was off topic. 500 grams of wax, and then I'll pop it onto my stove. Let's read more about the PM7 wax, and I'll link a description down below. I'll link all the products that I'm using in today's video down below, and I'll try find the molds as well and link them down below for you. PM7 wax is a newly formulated pillow mold. Is a blend of soy, refined beeswax and paraffin wax, which I've never actually tested a blend of soy, beeswax and paraffin wax, so it's going to be interesting to see how they burn. It's a combination of 3 different types of waxes with unique properties, and they go through each property, which I'm not going to read for you guys on here, or else I'm going to bore you. But let's go to the important information. The melting point of the wax is at 62 degrees Celsius. The congealing point is at 58 degrees Celsius. Celsius. They suggest heating it up between 85 degrees to 90 degrees Celsius. If you want to add fragrance, you can add it between 75 to 85 degrees. I personally don't like using fragrance in my pillows. Suggesting pouring range is between 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, which is also pretty high. The maximum fragrance load is between 8 to 10%. Got an anti-sweat and shrinkage properties, which is excellent. Hey my loves, I am at 76 degrees right now. I heated up the wax until 80 degrees. The wax is actually cooling down pretty fast. Pour our first candle at 75 degrees, but I also want to separate a little bit of wax so I can do a bit of an ombre type of look, and I'm feeling to do white and grey. You guys, this wax is actually cooling down so fast. You can always remelt it if you want. I'm gonna do all the way there. The wax will shrink, so even if you pour it right to the rim, it will literally shrink and it will go down a little bit. And there we go, first candle is poured. Hello guys, I'm just adding the grey colour to my wax. I want the grey to show pretty well. The darker you want the colour, the more chips you add. So I'm literally adding a little bit, and then you literally get to melting. The wax is ready. Let's pour it into our second mold. Here we are. And I'm gonna wait for that to cool down. But I added the rest of my 500 grams into my candle jug because I actually need a little bit more wax than I thought, which is excellent. I love finishing and working with my wax and seeing what works best. The only thing is, you guys, that I worry about when I'm working with paraffin wax is if it's going to be an easy clean for my candle equipment. The reason why I love working so much with natural waxes is because it's so easy to clean, but paraffin wax is a little bit harder to clean. And pillar candles as well, you guys, tend to take me a lot more time than container candles. I feel like maybe because I've mastered container candles that I'm so not quick, but maybe I'm better at it. But with pillar molds, I tend to be a lot more slower because I'm kind of taking my time, making sure I'm doing everything correctly. The mold that we poured at the beginning is still cooling down, which is amazing. The grey is almost there, so really excited to pour all these candles with you guys and show you guys the results tomorrow as well. I'm sorry if this video is a bit longer than usual. I know my videos have been a little bit longer than usual, but genuinely I get so happy when I open the camera and I film and I'm making candles with you guys. But I'll try my best to shorten it to about 10-15 minutes, but if it is a bit longer, I do apologize. And here are my weights, you guys. I've got 2 water bottles and my diffuser that I literally made about 6 months ago now, and it's still going so strong. It's literally halfway through now. Try bring you guys up close so you can see what I'm doing. Again, I wanted to use the weight of the diffuser because so the candle does not tilt to the side. But that's it. And then next one, can you guys see that? Let me move this. I'm curious to know what the mold is for this one, because I actually have no idea. A little bit more. I had grey over here, which is actually 100% cooled down, so I think I am going to get that harsh line, but that's fine. Practice makes perfect. I'll know for next time. I'm gonna again right to the top, and then I'm gonna pour a little bit of that. Well, you guys, 1 kg worth of wax was not enough to fill all these candles. I still need to measure about probably 35 grams for that one, or 40 grams for that one if I'm eyeing it correctly. I am ready to pour the rest of the candle, which is the grey color. Good morning everyone. The candles are ready and I'm genuinely excited to see how they look like. Let's start with the one that's right in front of us. Oh my god. Oh, that looks amazing. Wow. Look at that, you guys. That looks absolutely amazing. Sorry, 1 second. The wax does not feel soft, you guys. It feels really different than my other waxes. It feels so different. Sorry, I can't stop touching it. Let's go for the other one. I do need to trim them though, but I'll keep them here for now. Sorry guys, my door keeps ringing. You can clean your molds if you like, and then they can be ready for next time. That's what I usually do, to be honest. And we'll go for the next one. This is my favorite swirl candle. Push it out with your fingers. That looks amazing. Look at that. It looks so good. Wow. Can't stop staring at it, you guys. These molds I got from 4 Candles, and when you want to release the candle off the mold, use this part of your hand and press on it quite firmly, and then it should get released. as you guys can see here. There is a very bad sinkhole. I don't like the grey very much. I think I would like the grey to be a little bit better, maybe a little bit lighter, I would say. Okay, and for the other one, literally I did the same thing, and then it just gets released, and there we are. You just trim your wicks as usual. I think I trimmed this a bit too little. And for the last but not least, I'm actually struggling with this one, if I'm being honest with you. It's not getting released no matter how firm I'm trying to press on it. So I think what I might do is put it in the freezer for 10 minutes, run it underneath hot water, and hope that it would get released from the mold, because I quite like using these molds. I like these classic pillar molds, but they're literally not releasing, you guys. After freezing this for 10 minutes, I literally just took it out of the freezer. I didn't have to run it through hot water. It literally slid out on its own. There we go. That is a good trick for you guys to use if your molds are ever stuck. And this is it for today's video, you guys. My honest opinions about this wax before I let you go is it's not a wax that I'll be rebuying again, to be honest with you. I feel like when I'm working with paraffin wax, I feel like it's so hard to clean from my equipment. So if you guys do pick up this wax just to try it, I do recommend that boiling water and soaking your equipment in it will help the wax melt a little bit. Any wax residue that could be left in your candle jar, on your mixing tools, or your thermometer, boiling water will help melt the excess wax away, and then you'll be able to clean your equipment as usual. I love cleaning my equipment. I live at home, as you guys know, with my family. I have a big family at home, so I can't be leaving all my dirty equipment out. So I do like to always clean my equipment every time I film, every time I make candles, so they're out of the way for mom to cook, or sister, or myself to just be around the house, etc. But I did have some struggles with these 3 candles over here, trying to take them out of the mold. These 2 candles, after pressing on them firmly, they ended up actually releasing. But for this massive candle, I actually had to freeze it for 10 minutes. As for the silicone molds, they were pretty easy to get released, as you guys saw, but they look amazing. The texture feels very different. That natural wax, it feels more firmer. It doesn't feel creamy. It doesn't melt in your hands. When I'm using soy luna or Cara soy pillar wax, they do melt in your fingers. I don't like these sinkholes that I got in all of my pillars, unfortunately. I didn't get them in these 2, you guys, but I did get them on these 3, which I found really odd. Maybe it's my temperature. And in terms of the color, I think it holds color really well, as you guys can see here, but I would love to play around with my proportions a little bit better. I feel like it's a little bit off. As you guys can see here, they're kind of different. This grey is a little bit darker than this one, but I think I'd like it to be a little bit lighter than this. So yeah, I think that's about it for my review. Again, it's not a wax that I'll pick up again personally. I'm pretty happy with the Soy Luna pillar wax, and which also has a blend of soy and paraffin, but it's a lot softer to the touch than PM7. And I also quite enjoy Cara soy pillar wax that I've actually been using ever since I got introduced to pillar wax. Pretty nice to always test with different types of waxes to see what works best for you. As for me, this is not the wax for me. I will stick to my Soy Luna pillar wax and Cara soy as well. I haven't actually tested Soy Luna pillar wax with you guys, so I'll definitely do another video for you. I'm gonna close out today's video right here. Please make sure that you click on that subscribe button down below, like, comment, share, and please make sure that you turn your post notifications on, so every time I post, you guys will get a notification. With that said, have a great weekend, a positive week ahead, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.